What is the female equivalent to a male finishing too quickly? Never finishing. Never starting. She proceeds to message you several times she's horny and can't wait for you to get home. You get home and now she's not in the mood. The girl who says, "Will you be much longer?" Sitting there like a lifeless fish. When she said she was an animal in bed, I wasn't expecting her to be a starfish. Expecting the guy to always initiate. Especially, if the guy does initiate and she consistently turns him down. At some point he just stops asking. Then she gets upset that he never wants sex. No, initiating is on you now. What's the best thing you saw at a strip club? I went into one of the ones in Bangkok without any pre-existing awareness of what I was in for. A girl then squatted over my drink and dropped a frog from her pussy into the drink. I was kinda annoyed as I didn't feel comfortable drinking my drink, but it definitely blew my mind. Dancer comes over to where we're sitting in front of the stage. Tells us to give her $1 to see a trick. Lays down with her head off the stage facing us. Folds the dollar bill hot dog style. Winks at us, and throws her legs over her head. She proceeds to delicately place the dollar over her vagina and queef it into the air. Like a child at a carnival, I light up and ask her to do it again. I spent $6 watching that trick and do not regret a thing. What is it that you invested thousands of hours and now is pointless? This is the life of a geneticist. The field moves quickly with the technology and techniques, but they are all very complex and difficult to learn. More than once in my life, I have poured myself into a specialized skill to be the best in the building, only to have that skill be obsolete the next year. It never feels that bad, though, because the replacements are almost always faster, easier, and get you better results, or else they don't really take off. Sorting and organizing my MP3 collection. I took 2 years of French instead of Spanish in high school. I live in Texas. I know all the tricks to make a website look as good in Internet Explorer 6 as in Chrome, Safari or Opera. I got a B.S. in biochemistry, then drove a forklift for 14 years. Now I'm an electrician. What did you see happen in the hospital waiting room? Cat walked in once, shamelessly caught everyone's attention, maybe due to how long we were kept waiting, but a few of us jumped at the chance to grab the cat's attention. A doctor going from patient to patient asking them health questions, symptoms and so on. She did this for an hour until there was a code white announcement. 2 orderlies and 2 security guards surrounded her and hauled her off. She was not a doctor after all. I work as a nurse in the emergency. I've seen some crazy things. But on a lighter note, while security was busy doing 2 separate takedowns, an old guy dressed up like Santa unzipped his backpack and started handing out beers to everyone in the waiting room. What is the most subtle way to say fuck you to someone? I'm jealous of the people you've never met. May your day be as pleasant as you are. As per my last email. Honestly, silence followed by a short hug, then silence seems to really get the point across. I honestly envy the fact that you'll never know what it's like to have a conversation with you. Edit. Is this response unrealistic to say in a legitimate in-person argument? 100%. Does it work well in text chats? Yes, depending on context. The point was a subtle, interesting way to say fuck you. Not so much the most realistic and effective way,